place of my dead. Come and find out, right I put money on my head. Up at the grind, move me tears, not for shade. Just know me in a better place, I'm doing well.
People, welcome to the Politricks Watch. This is Sir P. Now, the final words from one of the final songs made by now deceased producer, right? You by the name of Beres, right? That was his real name, but we're not talking about Haman. We are talking about Jbad, the producer. He said, "Mommy, don't worry if me dead. Come and find out friend and put money on my head." No family probably remember a video I did on this same youth. I'm even talk about the name Jbad. And I said that name, pure death and destruction attached to that name. Right? Because of the Klansman 87, Jbad, JJ Nakis. Jbad, the producer, not the Klansman 87, was an upcoming dancehall producer. A youth who was very talented. I'm going to tell you now how Jbad lost his life. I'm going to show you how many of the record companies, right, many of the quote-unquote producers in Jamaica, right, are actually a bunch of vultures, downright criminals who prey on people like Jbad, right, take all the clout and actually are giving people their ratings. We could talk about it. In case you wonder, Jbad, I never really know him. Now just in case you think to yourself, but Jbad, who names the brother not really producing a song, right? Why is he even on topic? You are mistaken. Surely remember Aidonia smash hit named Banger. Start off when I said, "Them coward like dog." That song was produced by Jbad. How about Masicka, Stay Strong? Remember that song there? That was produced by Jbad. How about Masicka's Energy? Remember that song there? That was produced by Jbad. How about Masicka's Top Farm? You know, we in a top farm. Surely remember that one. That was produced by Jbad. This youth have a string of major hit songs on them belt, even though he was relatively young and enough people never really know about him. He's also worked with various artists, right? The Six Camp and all them youth. But you see, Jbad ended up getting himself in some problem with the wrong set of man them. I'm sure this isn't really news, even though no founder will pretend like so on a shock. But dancehall has been infiltrated. People else are complaining about, we now hear the good song them again, and we now hear a real nice rhythm again, and we now hear this and we now hear that. Now for the people them who not expect to put out good music are not actual music producers. What if I told you many of your favorite record labels, many of your favorite producers, the only thing them produce is violence? You never think to yourself, how so much criminals, how so much known quote-unquote era leaders, right, so-called dons, how so much of them are producer? What you think, all of them just happen to be talented? What you think, all of them just, have the skills? Just coincidentally all these criminals just know for produce song? What me I talk about? Maybe this will ring a bell for you. Remember this picture? Remember the first time I see this picture on this channel? It was just the start. Those of you who know me operate know say, I never just do thing in a one move. One thing lead to the other until the story and the puzzle is complete. The youth on the left, that's terrible. The one in the middle, your favorite artist. The one on the right, that's Black Azam. You talk about known criminals. You talk about man who even tell them that jail, them still make people lose them life. But when you hear say Turbo a producer, when you hear say Turbo, right, a record label, Azan a producer, right, Shabsnake a producer, right. When you never scratch on the head yet, how so much of them money are just a producer? Look on your screen. See? That's Black Azan at the top. Right. See him list out everybody there. T100, that's Turbo. Shabsnake Records. You don't think that's weird? But in a starter, so. How about Black Man from Clans? Ever heard about Jones Avenue? That record label? You don't find it weird that Black Man is also a quote-unquote producer? How about Live Up Records? Livity? You don't find it weird that Livity is also a producer and a record label? All them money are producer. Even Janko Nation and for them little record label they hide behind. We know it's a bird brain behind it, but him kinda cover it up. Him not upfront with it like them money. You don't think that's weird? All these so-called dons just happen to be producers. These are not music producers. These are violence producers. How them do it is by using and abusing actual talented producers like Jbad. This will all make sense to you very soon. Jbad is one of the many youths them who people like the Snake, Turbo, right, and them man the actual criminals, the quote-unquote dons, right. They make youths like them they build the rhythm, mix the rhythm and all them things and then them take all the credit as quote-unquote producers. This is why you think the Snake is a producer. The Snake is no producer. Right. Turbo is no producer. Azan don't know a thing about producing. Right. Black Man don't know a thing about mixing song. Right. Leave it. Them man don't know nothing at all about making the rhythm. Right. These people are no. In case you're wondering why the rhythm them is so weak nowadays. The most Snake and them man they can do a ping pong on the machine them. Some little ABC thing where even a child, if you go in a zoo and get one chimp and can make the same rhythm them, for your so-called producer them make. But in time you hear a decent rhythm make and come out of them camp, or somebody else produced it. Them have ghost producers. Like how you have ghost writers, them have ghost producers. Now that in itself is nothing new, right? People have been using ghost producers for a while, but it's how them get them to do it. Violence and intimidation. The Snake, Turbo and them man, them try to program the youths them. Them bend the youths them arm, sometimes literally, sometimes figuratively, right? And tell them say, you can't work with them man or we alone you have to work with. You see the youth named Jbad? In his final days, he was very paranoid because word get out to him that the man them are kill him. Which man them? Well, the Snake and him jail squad. You see, youths like Turbo and them man the relationship them have with their favorite artist is mutually beneficial because him can get them the music side, right? Link them with the producers them, make them, get them the record label or whatever, and in return, them provide the muscle in the streets. You see, because the Klansman gang has been decimated for the most part, right? Your favorite artist no longer can call upon, right, Klansman them to carry out his criminal operations. So your favorite artist whom you telling is actually similar to the Teletubby in the sense that them not actually, touch the streets and do not step in and nothing like that, right? Them have to stand upside of somebody who is actually a hardcore criminal, right, and use them, right, and get strength. This is how the Snake, with theme organization, based mostly in Mobile, come in. This is how Turbo, with theme organization, based mainly in Hanover, come in. This is how Black Azan, with theme organization, based mainly in Clarendon, come in. Your favorite artists get strength, protection, 87s in all of them different places from all of these different people, and in return, them get the music link. The Snake, right, him are the only one in the road, so him your artist link and him work out certain things. So people like Turbo, Azan and them man they're constantly looking for new youths who have talent who they can bad up and they can control. You see, one time in a dance hall, remember one time you see a rhythm come out and all of the artists them depend on the rhythm? And it was like a big competition who can be the best, right? And there was like 15 songs and all 15 songs were a hit, and one hit with him. Remember them days there? Well, now that's badness has completely take over dancehall. Them things don't work again. Right now, producers get threatened and say anyway give certain man with him, this and that are gonna happen to you. Any or you work with certain man, this and that are gonna happen to you. Then did I try program the youth Jbad. They wanted him to be exclusive, right, to fit them camp. Jbad, right, do something when enough of the other youths them never do. He rejected the idea. They might try to bother up the youths and make sure say him give them this and give them that. He continued to resist them. You hear the words them? Mama, don't worry if me dead, can find us a friend put money on my head. Jbad know all of them youths. Him work with all of them. When time they realize them couldn't control the youth and program the youth, then put money on him head and then get back to him. Jbad start move location regularly. It couldn't save him. Big money is upon the youth head. Because he wouldn't listen. Because he wouldn't allow them to program him. In the end, Fathead and Pam killed the youth. Them killed the youth and left him, right, in them own a vehicle down a town, right, by Denan town side. Right, because the snake have links down at them place there too. Fathead and Pam, when you know the youth care well, right? When you know how to manage to get to him, right? So them kill off Jbad. Some of the people them who come out come post condolences are the same people them who know. Right? So I feel them link help kill off the youth, you know. So Jbad end up pay the ultimate price for his defiance. But enough producer, right, who are like Jbad in the sense that them can actually build with him, them actually have talent, them actually can mix tune and them thing there. Enough of them does work with it. And of course, when them see what reach Jbad, that enough of them get even more, right, motivated to just work with what happened to them. Because you see, people of Jamaica, yard and abroad, many of your favorite producers, I mean real producers now, many of your favorite artists are victims. They're like battered spouses. Get them beaten regular and then still have to go home. Enough of the people them only see, smile on the TV, look like them happy. In a real life, they're being abused. Grown men are get beaten like them a pitney. Just like the producer where they snake them, call up a studio, make him own a family call him a studio. When him reach, they snake them, beat him and broke him hand. You see the reason why I'm in the name and shame on it is because as I say I'm a victim. Right? I'm not really like, you know, make fun of victims like that. Unless of course victim try come out and go on the attack. Right? And plus enough of them youth, even when you try help them out, just like a battered spouse, them end up turn against you. Remember your favorite artist from St. Thomas? Right? Suffering from Stockholm syndrome, enough of them can't be saved. Too much years of beating completely warped, right, their decision making. People of Jamaica, the Snake, Turbo, all of them, man. You don't find it interesting that actual criminals, actual dons are running record labels, right? And by the way, most of the music them put out is death and destruction. You see, if anybody else was doing this, any other type of crime, the people would have said something right here. So, if a group of known human traffickers were making songs bigging up human trafficking, right, and human traffickers, you would say this is outrageous. If a group of pitney molesters were making songs bigging up and encouraging pitney molesting, you would say this is outrageous. Right. If a group of raper bulls were making songs bigging up raper bulls and that activity, you would say this is outrageous. But when it comes down to violence, death and destruction, all of a sudden your ability to reason start to struggle. All of a sudden you start to play mental gymnastics so you can feel better, right, about the fact that, right, you are a part of this criminal culture. Right. Yes, don't look around, I'm talking to you. Criminal culture. Because I know you're responsible. I'm no criminal. I have a good job. I work at this company and and I wear a suit and tie to work, and I'm not like those criminals. I never said you're a criminal, but you definitely aid and abet criminal culture. The Jamaican people can't see it for them own. They're not stupid even though they pretend to be. Them know say them man are criminal. Them hear about them man all the time. But they pretend like that's not strange. That's not spooky. Known dance, I run off record label, and all of them songs them when them push out are just death and destruction. A man I can tell you say are just words. Well, if are just words, as I've asked many times, why do these same entertainers no longer sing certain songs? They no longer say nothing about sprats and them thing because them say, well, that's hurtful and them thing there. So, if man are gonna make songs say, he may run at the house and kill the woman and the pitney and the dog, right? And that's allowed under it's just words, right? It's just music, it don't mean nothing. Why did they stop singing songs about certain groups? That would also be just words. You see, let me talk to people in Jamaica. A lot of you are complete frauds. You know very well, right, that many of these individuals, right, don't just pretend to be killers in them song, but actually go around and rain on death and destruction. Now, people of Jamaica, yard and abroad, there are a number of reasons why when they turn a blind eye to something that is so obvious in front of them. Let me list them off, or let me list some of them. 1. Your desire to be entertained is greater than your desire to see Jamaica become a peaceful country. Let me give you a number of reasons why when you turn a blind eye to this. 1. You're a fraud. You talk the talk, oh, we want to see Jamaica a peaceful place, but you're lying. We don't believe you. You need more people. 2. Your desire to be entertained is greater than your desire to see your country become a better place. Right? I know enough I go talk about, but sir, I'm not a criminal, I have a good job, I'm not up on the corner busting a gun. I never said you're all criminals, right? But you're definitely people who aid and abet criminal culture. Right? You see how culture work is, you don't have to be doing the thing, right, yourself. For example, you can have a pedo culture where you're not actually doing nothing to no pitney, right? But based on your actions or your inactions, right, the culture is thriving right before you, right? And if anybody try to mash it up, right, you sabotage. Right? So that's how Jbad lose him life. He put up resistance. And for the other man them, just work with it. But if you go back in time and look at certain pieces of the puzzle that have been scattered over the years and try to put them together, you will see it all makes sense. Even both your favorite artists. Using violence and intimidation, making actual gang members, right, intimidate people who are actually producers, who are actual entertainers, is nothing new. Remember your favorite artists did make man take with all of the equipment them were not nice to use, right, to make rhythm because there was now a difference of opinion in the camp. This is nothing new. So the snake operate, so turbo them operate. These are criminals actually using violence and intimidation to get them way, right? To try and program people, control people, tell them so don't work with them people here, don't go over here so. And even though no found no see people, right, who look like say them a link publicly, behind the scenes, right, there's no real friendship. Dancehall have some of the fakest people you'll ever see, the music industry in general. Now for the man them who present themselves like friends are actual frenemies. Now for the man them who you think a team, right, in a real life I try to kill off each other. I asked the Teletubby and the snake. People who have actually worked in the industry can tell you just how vicious it can get. Enough man have to take box up, drape up, kick down from criminals, sake of music industry. Enough man are listening to this video, right, and publicly they might say the one chirp if it dead, but internally they're breathing a sigh of relief. Finally somebody talk about it. I'm tired to be a victim. Now for them want to reach out for help and can't reach out, people of Jamaica, for me let me say this too. I don't know if I'm upset when I talk about any favorite producers, any favorite criminal artists and them thing there. I understand, I found upset. But What I want is for you to understand something. Enough time did in video, people message me and say, me did rate you one time, but me not rate you again. I did like you one time, and me not like you again. People of Jamaica, you are in abroad. Let me just say this, so you don't waste my time with those messages again. My desire to see Jamaica a safer place, right? Even if not for the people that live there today, but the next generation, is far greater than my desire for your ratings. A matter of fact, your ratings is as valuable to me as the Jamaican currency. If at any point you think your like or ratings can shape my content and using it as some kind of negotiating tool, right, gonna make me ease up on people like the snake, right, because I'm worried that you might stop liking me. If this is a dream you're having, please wake up. It's never going to happen. Or listen to my old videos. I didn't care then, and I don't care now. Hit the dislike button. And before I end the video, the song we hear at the start, right, is from Jbad. Right? That was one of the last songs they do before them kill him off. If you listen to the song, you can hear the youth prophesying of thing. Right? You know what gonna happen to him. You know the snake them that kill him off. I put the song on Patreon. Right now, you can probably find it on YouTube somewhere. Right? Just search for Jbad. Right? Don't worry. Or Mummy, don't worry. You can probably find the video on YouTube. Right? Just search him name Jbad. Right? Don't worry, or Mummy, don't worry, or something like that. But we put the song on Patreon because over there we have a reason about it separate. Right? Because I know Saturday so we do a whole different type of content. So anyway, Patreon squad, pick up on yourself. Yeah, you don't know. More life. Ultra squad, stay circling. Bless.